Knights fans, welcome back for the second half of a back-to-back for 2 weeks in a row, a back-to-back for the Bulk Carriers Knights. This time against the island foe, Kensington Wild. Last meeting, the Wild upset the Knights 4-3 in a shootout. Hudson Bradley was the goaltender there. He's the goaltender now. Rylan Aiken, same thing for him. We're underway, Knights and Wild. Luke Much alongside Reed McGregor on the call here. Knights are shorthanded going into this one, Reed.
Yeah, down Evan Nicholson and Ross Campbell. That's a big hit to the lineup, so they're going to need to get something going here early if they want to get those guys' presence back here tonight.
Ross Campbell, the league-leading points getter. Even after sitting last game, Evan Nicholson, he's sitting on 29 points this year, so the top 2 points getters for this Knights team are out. So now the Knights are going to have to call upon some other names. Jonah McDonald, Dawson Sharkey come to mind. Brennan Murphy are others, looking for Nathan Mossy to continue his hot streak after sitting out 2 with a hip injury. Just taking precaution. He had a great game last night. Carson Griffin is available today after being out due to personal reasons last night. I'm sure that he'll be going into this game guns a-blazing. Wild and Knights battling for it on the half wall. Eventually Cam Taylor will control for the Wild, and the red and green this afternoon will break it out. Carson Griffin, however, has other plans. Dawson Sharkey's in on it. Now Connor Pierce. Shot from the blue line, that's tipped off of Sharkey, and the Wild are going to try to break out, but a great back check, though, by Dawson Sharkey, and now here comes Brennan Murphy, backhand in the glove. Aiken doesn't know where it is, it's behind him, but the whistle went before it went into the back of the cage, and we'll have a face-off to the glove side of Aiken just over a minute into this one.
Yeah, Brennan's looking to bring that presence early on. He wants an early goal here. You can tell they're hungry, Luke.
Well, Murph had an excellent game yesterday. A lot of Knights really was their best game of the season for me so far. Great all-around effort against the Fredericton Caps. Guy who had an amazing game but isn't in the lineup is Evan Nicholson. Had shoulder trouble late in the third period, and that one not what you want to see. But we're going to have to keep moving. Thatcher Hughes along the boards with Owen McPherson and Brennan Murphy. Justin Smith to Connor Pierce. Pierce, he's going to wheel it up. Across the red line, he'll dump it in on goal. Aiken will steer that one into the corner where Jack Rowell is. Owen McPherson pinning it up, looking for help. Still McPherson. McGuigan's in there now too, as is McKenzie floating up around the slot area in front. McKenzie has it now. He'll look up top. He sees his man Nathan Mossy. Mossy tries to go down low, can't do so. Good job by Inman to push it out to a non-dangerous area. Flip pass, and that one will be batted down by Jackson Batchelder. 3 Knights APs this afternoon, Reed. Batchelder wearing 16, Rowan Walsh wearing 7, and Carson Murnion wearing 15, all from the Eastern Express program.
Yeah, we're seeing a few blue helmets there on the bench tonight. You know, last time we saw a couple blue helmets out here for the Knights. They played good. They did their job on the ice. Let's see that again tonight, and they should fare out just fine for Coach Beck.
And two of them are the 3 that are here. So 2 out of 3 Knights that are called up being the 08 forwards. Now McEachran. He'll wheel around past his man, Rowan Walsh. Murnion will stop that one. Rowan Walsh tries to get going, can't do so. So 2 Express players on a line with Ryan Harper. Not a bad move by Luke Beck to keep the Express players together, Reed.
No, obviously there's chemistry coming out there, you know, coming from the same team, still a high level of hockey. They know what they're doing, so he knows what he's doing too, putting Harper with them. That's some experience.
Aiken calls for icing. Linesman disagrees, says it was tipped, and Smith will end up going for it all the way behind his cage where Hudson Bradley will sit this afternoon. Knights cross the blue line. No, they don't, but offside is called.
I'm not sure the puck crossed the line there, Luke.
I didn't think it did either, but the linesman did, and our opinions don't matter.
I guess not. I thought Griffin had control of that one, but I guess the linesman had other thoughts.
Here on the minor hockey gives back afternoon, night, morning, day at the Bell Alliance Center. The Knights are facing off against the Wild, and a great crowd on hand in this one, Reed. Probably the biggest one that I've seen here this year.
Yeah, things are filling up here. We're 4 minutes into the game, and people are still coming through the door, you know. Look, coming into the rink, those donations were, that bin was pretty full, so that's good to see.
Yeah, we showed up close to an hour before. Get ready, get over notes, talk to coaches, players, and the bin was already 3/4 of the way full, so that's exactly what you want to see. As Brian Zhang will flip that one down low. Connor Pierce is the first one to it. Cam Taylor's there, but Jonah McDonald will break out with it. He looks cross ice, can't find his man, and his man eventually, Carson Griffin, will take out a body. Luke Inman crosses in. Off the bench comes Brennan Murphy. Good job by Murph not to call it as too many men. Here comes Thatcher Hughes. Shot! Scores! Thatcher Hughes! First of his in a Knights uniform. And the white and gold are off to a hot start early on.
Love to see 1-4 break the seal here early. 1-0 Knights. That's exactly what you love to see. As we were saying, Campbell and Nicholson out of the lineup. And that's a big step up from Thatcher Hughes. You know, we might have thought it would have been from an 0-5, but Thatcher gets the job done.
So Thatcher's first goal of his NBPEI career gets the Knights off to a fast start. Coming into this one, Thatcher had only 5 assists in 19 games played. Really happy, though, talking to him today and yesterday, to be elevated onto the second line. He said it's an opportunity that he's not going to just throw away, and he's showing us exactly what he means by that. Nathan Mossy with it now. Moves it up, tipped in by McPherson. And it's going to go the length for icing.
And number 8, Nathan Mossy. Time of the goal.
So Murphy and Mossy pick up the secondary and first assists on that Thatcher Hughes goal. Nathan Mossy, that'll be his, I believe, 3rd point in the last 24 hours. Knights win the draw. Mossy's there, as is McGuigan. McGuigan had a fantastic game last night as well, getting an assist on one of the Knights' tallies. Mossy's tangled up into the corner. He's trying to break free, but the Wild player's holding him back. Long shot in off the glove of Bradley. Wide open net, and that one hit a stick. Carson McDougall had the cage looking right at him, but the Knights' defense had other plans, putting that one up into the netting.
Yeah, lots of business behind the net there to be dealt with. Mossy was not too happy there. Jordan Shaw there holding his stick under his arm. Mossy doesn't like that, and then he finally gets out and gives him a shot, and he exchanges with another one, and things get a little rough, but they got out of it without a penalty, so personally think Nathan Mossy's a little lucky there, Luke.
Yeah, well, we saw a penalty like that to Dawson Sharkey last night, except Sharkey was the guy with the stick in between his legs. Got a penalty for holding the stick. So, never know what can happen here in Charlottetown on a Friday night, Saturday afternoon. Wild are trying to move it up ice. Ryder Howitt looking for a man, but that one's going to go the length. Andy Thompson will touch up. The only Thompson playing for the Knights this afternoon, as Kiefer will be on the bench with a well-deserved game off, stopping 39 out of 43 last night and a big win over the Caps. Yeah,
Hudson Bradley stepping in here. He's got some good stats this season, but obviously the backup, well, not the backup, but Kiefer Thompson sitting on the bench with a 10-1 record. He feels pretty happy to be a spectator this afternoon.
Hudson Bradley at one end. He has a 6-4 record, but here come the Wild. Trying to barrel into the zone there. Good job, though. Caden McGuigan, all 5 Knights coming back on the back check, and now it's Ryan Dwyer, brother of Jack. Long shot, just missed, high blocker. Ryan was trying to sniff out a goal, and he just about had the second for the Knights, both over the high blocker side of Aiken. Turn and a fire, couldn't get all of that, was Ryan Harper's. It was hopping over his stick. Ethan Dixon now looks rink wide, but that's only going to go to Murnion. Now Rowan Walsh. Carson Murnion down low. Harper on the goal line, gets hammered by Cregan Tompkins. He'll hop right back up and back into the play. Oh, Wild trying to come back. The captain, Ethan Dixon. Good job, though, by the AP forward of Carson Mernion to put a stop to the Wild leading points getter on that rush. Now up top, Eddie Doyle. Down low, Ethan Dixon. Cross ice, looking for Tompkins. Tompkins still battling for with Mossy. He'll try to go backhand and out, but stepping up was Eddie Doyle. Nathan Mossy off the boards, putting it around, trying to throw it to Ryan Harper. Luke Inman pinches, and Jackson Batchelder will fan on the clear. Dixon still. Long shot in off the high glass, and it's going to back around. Cregan Tompkins. Jackson Batchelder's there. Good stick by Batchelder. Dixon has it out in front. Hudson Bradley will steer it to the side with the big stick. Great pressure by the Knights, but eventually an errant pass ends up in the glove of Hudson Bradley. And we'll have a stoppage of play after a great offensive zone shift from the Wild's first line.
Yeah, I think that's the first time in this game we've really seen the Wild step into the zone with some confidence. And, you know, who else to do it than Ethan Dixon and his first line. So we'll see what happens here, but the Knights have been pretty good at getting the puck out of the zone so far today.
Knights win this draw. Back with it is Finn Morris. Now Dawson Sharkey looking cross ice. Jonah McDonald can't get to it. Andy Thompson back for it in the zone. Sharkey's there too, as is McDonald. Eventually they find Carson Griffin on the half wall. Griff will scoop it up, but that'll go into the netting, and we'll have a face-off back inside of the Knights' end as the Wild's Clark Allen doing some extra stick work on one of the Knights after the whistle.
Yeah, I did see one play here along the close boards to us. Man, McDonald trying to hit Dawson Sharkey, just get tied up and fell there in front of Sharkey, and Dawson just kind of looked at him, said, "What are you doing?" and skated away.
There's Murphy at the point. Not Brennan. The other one will on the Wild. Wild and Knights. McDonald's in the corner, as is Arsenault for the Wild. Finn Morris grabs his man. Finn eventually falls to the ice. No arm goes up on the play, though. Arsenault. Now it's his turn to fall down on the ice. Puck comes up. Shot off the bar! McDonald regains for the Knights. Tries to get out. Knights really struggling to get out of the zone. Eventually they do, and it's Carson Griffin. Griffin tries to throw it in deep. Sharkey's going to go for it with Cam Taylor. McDonald throws it down low. Pierce will collect it at the blue line, hand it off to Smith, wait for his men to touch up as Jonah McDonald's tangled up with it again with another Wild member. It's Clark Allen once more. Long pass, stick lift by Pierce. No icing on the call. Smith back around for Pierce. Connor Pierce looks cross ice. Brennan Murphy can't get to it. Instead it goes to Jack Rowell. Jack Dwyer gets rubbed up against the boards by Thatcher Hughes, and Pierce will regain, and he'll look cross ice to McPherson. Owen McPherson to Brennan Murphy. Back to McPherson. That was a close try there, but Jack Dwyer will look rink wide. Now Ethan Dixon tries to look for Zhang. He can't get a stick on it. Dwyer moves it down low, looking for Dixon. Cross ice shot. Oh, that one hit a body and went wide. Nathan Mossy. Thatcher Hughes can't get to it. Luke Inman pinches. Brian Zhang will collect. Jack Dwyer is there as well, but eventually Brennan Murphy will come out with it. Off the boards, and he'll go around Luke Inman. Brennan Murphy turns. Oh, he was looking for the stick of McPherson, but Owen couldn't get the blade of his twig to it. McPherson and Murphy and Hughes. Murphy goes to the bench. McGuigan comes on. Turn to fire. McPherson tries to get it deep, and then he'll go for a change. Caden McGuigan now has it behind the goal. Caden will look to shimmy that one down low. Eventually finds his man, looking to bring it out to the top of the point. Thatcher Hughes finds Andy Thompson. Long shot looking for a tip. It goes wide. Thatcher's the first one in for it again. The lone goal scorer in this game so far. Just around the 9-minute mark left to go here in the first frame. Brian Zhang still on the ice for the Wild. Will just chip it out, and he'll go for a change as he needs a breather. Carson McKenzie, he'll put it down low, and it's Finn Morris activating from the point. Finn will try to wheel in there and gather up the puck. Finn Morris Now Eddie Doyle will go to retrieve it in the corner, met by Connor Pierce. Loving these Knights defensemen really pinching early on here, Reed.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of busyness and, pinching from the defenseman here. It's paying off. They keep the puck in the zone, get a couple shots going. It's not so bad, but, obviously you got to be a little bit wary. You don't want a chance to come out of that.
Knights and Wild in a board battle at the moment. As thankfully for the Wild, that Dwyer line is off the ice. They were out on the ice for a long time, Reed, caught in their own end. Not what you want to see.
No, that's not what you want to see. You don't want to be bagging those bottom line guys. Obviously the top line guys can take it a little bit more, but that's a hard go, and obviously you'll see maybe another cycle of the lines before you get back to those guys.
Eddie Doyle pressured well by Carson Griffin. He'll take him down, and that'll be a penalty on Griffin. So in his first game back after missing a game, Carson Griffin will go to the box for 2, and it'll be a Wild power play here early on, Reed.
Yeah, this is an early occurrence for the Knights penalty kill here. Obviously we see Mossy, Andy Thompson, Dawson Sharkey, and Jonah McDonald out there. Jonah's got an active stick, so I think Beck's got some confidence in him to get the puck out of the zone here early.
Nicholson and Campbell, usually 2 main suspects for the power play penalty kill for this Knights team, but obviously without both today. Dixon will move it down low. That one's rimmed around where it finds the captain of the Wild again. To Eddie Doyle. They'll look cross ice. Shot there, but that one never got to the cage. Seamus McEachran, another shot. Good job. Eddie Doyle tried to find the gaping hole, but Hudson Bradley was able to shut it down. Now here comes Dawson Sharkey. Through a man, move. Chips one on goal. Well, we've seen that before. Sharkey going for another highlight reel. He asked me if I wanted one. I said of course, and he just about had one early on.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been the first time we've seen something like that go down here in the Kerry rink, but great move by Sharkey. Obviously couldn't finish, but oh my God, that would have been good if he did.
Aiken will touch back, and he'll let his defenseman take the charge and surface up the power play breakout. Turned over though. Here comes Brennan Murphy. Shot just wide to the blocker side again. Knights really trying to go to the blocker side here early on Aiken, Reed.
Yeah, Brendan Murphy, as soon as he let that shot go, you saw the feet turn around and just go back. That's the team captain right there looking, defense first, but obviously when the chance comes up, he's active on that shot.
Coach is calling for Ethan Dixon to get off the ice, but he says that he wants to stay out for longer, trying to get his team back on the board. Here comes the Wild. That one rimmed around towards Tompkins. To Dixon. Crosses it over. Murphy. To Cam Taylor, back to Dixon. He'll unload a shot, but a good stick there by Ryan Dwyer deflects that one up and out of play with 6:04 left to go in the first frame. Shots tied at 4.
Yeah, I mean, the extended length of Dixon's shift there. Who else is going to score other than him, or maybe Ryder Howitt? Those are the real goal scorers for this team, and we've seen that shot off the wing before from Ethan Dixon. Absolute beautiful release, so he doesn't get it this time, but hopefully he'll look to get it later on.
So both of these Island teams have 2 stars that they both heavily rely on. And it's Nicholson and Campbell for the Knights, and it's Howitt and Dixon for the Wild, but Knights are without both of their stars for this one. Still up 1-0 though. That one's rimmed in. Hudson Bradley will be back to it. He'll stop up and he'll find Andy Thompson. Cam Taylor will get his stick lifted. No icing on the call. Go down for Will Murphy. Ryan Harper is there trying to cut off the lane. Instead, Ryder Howitt gets it 150 feet up ice. Collision between Harper and Howitt finds both of them down, eventually back up, and Jackson Batchelder will be the last man back for the Knights. Harper tries to chip it up. Eventually, Rowan Walsh will have to come in and help, but they turn it over to McDougall. Carson McDougall down low. Now, they're going to keep going around. This time it's Jordan Shaw, number 12 for the Wild. Up top, Inman sees it go through his stick blade, and back into his own end he goes. Arsenault lays one off. Rowell finds Luke Inman all the way back, and he'll try to find Matt McDonald. That one just gets stopped dead in its tracks and turned in towards Hudson Bradley. Andy Thompson to Finn Morris. He has Dawson Sharkey up boards, and he'll find Shark. Sharkey will now move it up. Griffin tries to get one in the zone, eventually gets it hit out of the way. Will Murphy. Now Jack Rowell. Cross ice, beauty of a feed, but Matt McDonald couldn't slow it down in time. As Will Murphy will lay it in again. Finn Morris to Dawson Sharkey. That one's tipped down, but no icing is the call. Early on as we're here on Hockey Gives back day, pass out in front. Griffin can't capitalize on that one, and now here comes the Wild back again. McEachran will lead the rush for them. Connor Pierce eventually puts a halt to that. He'll turn and he'll find his man, Carson Griffin, at the half wall. Griff will find Smitty, Justin Smith. Smith in his own end, taking his time, allowing his teammates to change. He'll take it up and he'll dump it in and he'll go after it himself. Justin Smith in on Cam Taylor. He beats him to it. Taylor hits the stick out of the hands of Justin Smith. He picks it up and he rims it back around, but no one's there. Pierce was busy covering on his side as Smith was down low and he couldn't get to it in time. Eventually now, McPherson gets taken down. Pierce gets it, shot, tipped in front there. Taylor will regain for the Wild. Brian Zhang tries to break out, can't do so. Murphy now to McPherson. Thatcher Hughes is down there, rocking the Sherwood again. Is Thatcher Hughes. And I'd stick with it if I was him, a goal tonight, and that's a good enough reason for me.
Yeah, obviously every time, if you're Thatcher Hughes, every time you step on the ice, you're looking for number 2 because you know you can score already, so why not go for another one?
Thatcher Hughes has it now. Jack Dwyer tries to lay a hit. Floated all the way back into the Wild zone. Eddie Doyle, first one back to it. Doyle, a first-year defenseman. He has 2 goals and 4 assists for 6 points so far. He'll try to move it in by himself. Comes in on Eastern Express product, Jackson Batchelder. Now Thatcher Hughes tries to just lay one up to McGuigan. Ethan Dixon gets in the way. Eventually McGuigan will get it, and here come the Knights. McGuigan, but offside was Dwyer just by a hair. And we'll have a whistle with just over 2 minutes left to play here in the first 20.
Yeah, obviously when you're coming to the rink today, you know, 2 rival island teams, you know it's going to get chippy. We're seeing a lot of stick play. We're seeing a lot of back to the basics, you know, get it around the boards, try and get some shots. You're not seeing a lot of skilled stuff going here, but we love to see some physicality coming from the Knights.
Caden McGuigan loses the draw to Ethan Dixon, and Ethan Dixon will get the puck again. Dixon finds his man, but eventually Hudson is the guy who overskates it, and back go the Wild to regroup. Will Murphy pressured by 07 forward. Carson McKenzie, that one is eventually hammered back into the Knights' end. Jackson Batchelder finds Mossy. He'll do a quick spin and it falls back to Batchelder. Ryan Dwyer across the blue line. Chips it in and he'll go to work. Dwyer, McKenzie, and McGuigan, a great line for this Knights team, although McGuigan just headed off and on comes Jonah McDonald. McDonald wants the puck, he's calling for it. Tompkins takes a run at Dwyer. McDonald will let it go to Morris. Finn Morris battling with Ethan Dixon. Eventually the Wild are able to get it out. With 1:23 left to go, we'll have another icing call as the Wild's top unit is stuck out on the ice for another couple seconds at least due to that icing call.
Yeah, slim shots on the board here, 5-4 for the Knights. Obviously, you know, you want to generate a little bit more, but as I said, you're back to the basics. You're just trying to get those fundamental shots from the point going.
Long shot, rebound, wraparound, try another rebound. Aiken's down, puck's wide. McDonald has it. Sharkey turns and fires. Aiken able to throw his body at that one and make the save. Jonah McDonald behind the net. As Griffin in front, tries to get it to him. Jack Rowell will stop that. And a penalty on the Knights again. Not sure what it's for. It's Jonah McDonald for head contact. I didn't catch it, but the official did. And Jonah will sit for 2, maybe 4. 4 minutes for head contact is the call on Jonah.
Yeah, this is a tough way to end the period for the Knights. just hope they can get through these 55 seconds, get to the dressing room, and drop a game plan to tackle the last 3 minutes after that.
So the Knights are going to look to get to work on the PK again. Carson Griffin Minor was killed off great by the Knights PK unit in absence of two of their regulars. And they'll have to do it again here. 45 seconds left to go in the first frame. Wild trying to break out. Here they come. Rimming one around, but Pierce is the first one to it. He'll try to turn and fire. Ryder Howitt stops it, and he'll move to the attack. Will Murphy, cross ice, long shot in, good block by Justin Smith, and he'll fire that one down. The Knights will go for a 4-for-4 change. This unit of McGuigan, Hughes, Thompson, and Mossy will end off the period for the final 10. Mossy turns and fires it down. With 5 seconds to go, the clock will run out, and that's going to do it here for the first frame. On Minor Hockey gives back night at the Bella Line Center. The Knights and Wild find themselves in a 1-0 game in favor of the home team Knights after one, Reed.
Great way to end the period for the Knights. They got through those 55 seconds, like I said, and now they're going to drop a game plan and tackle the last 3:05 and see if they can get through that and, you know, get back on the board and get back on the sheet and extend their lead.
So when we come back, it'll be a 3-minute and 5-second power play for the Wild. We'll let the Zamboni do its thing, and we'll do ours, and we'll see you on the other side. Period 2 action is about to get underway here at the Bell Alliance Center. The Wild and the Knights, island rivals. Knights were on a 26-game win streak against the Wild until last time they met here, where the Wild won 4-3 in a shootout. The score right now, 1-0 for the Knights on a Thatcher Hughes goal, with assists coming from Brennan Murphy and Nathan Mossy. Thatcher Hughes is first of the season, first of the career in the NBPEI League. That takes a funny hop and lands on the stick of Seamus McEachran. Wild are going to look to build from this. Not able to, though. Justin Smith is going to put a stop to it. Eddie Doyle now up top. Shot off the bar. Rebound. Where is it? Bradley has it. The whistle blows. And a scary moment for the Knights right off the hop. So Reed, the Knights get a lucky bounce right off the hop. One in their favor this time. A couple game-long streak of bad bounces for the Knights as McEachran will touch up. Now Doyle, now Dixon on the half wall. Shot, good block. Andy Thompson laying it on the line for the Knights. Ryan Dwyer's going to try to get to it. Eddie Doyle gets there first, and now down low it goes. Wild trying to make something happen. Now Ethan Dixon, backdoor pass. That's up and wide. Seamus McEachran down low. Cregan Thompson looking for Dixon. Wild running 2 defense on this power play. Something a little bit odd that you don't see a lot there.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of 1 defenseman, 4 forwards this season. It's kind of odd to see Eddie Doyle hop out with McEachran, but I mean, hey, might be a little change of plans, you know, falling back in the power play, just 13%. You got to change something.
As you mentioned, 13% power play for the Wild and only a 88% penalty kill, 1% better than the bulk carriers Knights. That one's touched back in. Andy Thompson on it again. He'll clear to the red line. That's where Eddie Doyle and Seamus McEachran will gear up and go again for the Wild. Here's Doyle in, tries to go around Morris. Good stick by Finn, able to box him out. Wrapping around now, trying to shovel play was Howard, couldn't convert. Will Murphy to Cam Taylor. Walks in, right by his man Thompson. Eventually Andy gets back and angles him to the offside. Cam Taylor with it again. Down low. Cross ice pass, and here's Howitt. Ryder Howitt. Quick shot there. That one's just wide of Bradley, and the Wild are going to keep going. Great offensive pressure on this power play read for the Wild as Cam Taylor's going to walk right in.
I mean, come on, the efforts are just, there's a lot of insurance with Ryder Howitt on the ice. You saw him get over to the line and reach back and catch that. That's what you need out of the players, that last chance, you know. Got to get that effort to keep it in, and they keep it in. They're going to probably stay in the zone for the rest of the power play here.
Wild able to change on the fly. They got their second unit out now, still with 2 defensemen, and that's the penalty over. So a great kill by the Knights. Jonah McDonald back out onto the ice for the bulk carrier Knights. Now here comes Carson McKenzie with a head full of steam. Right off the penalty kill, shot just wide of the glove side. Justin Smith will try to get there. Eventually floats one into the glove of Aiken, and he'll hold on.
Easy save for Aiken there, but shots from the point. Keep relaying the same efforts as the first period. Something's going right for the Knights here. They still got the lead 1-0, so don't think there's too much to change for Coach Beck, Luke.
No, I'd be pretty happy with the team effort right now. Just a fantastic penalty kill by the Knights. That makes them 2 for 2.
Yeah, they get away from a penalty there. We personally didn't see the penalty, but 4 minutes extended it. Head contact, I believe, so you want to see a little bit more carefulness when it comes to body checking, because it can end up in the extra 2 if it is a
Cross ice pass, looking into the middle. Dawson Sharkey just roofed it. Just about had a beauty, but sent it too high. Jack Rowell. Pressured well, though, by this Knights' new top line. Sharkey, Griffin, McDonald. Out here for the Knights. That one eventually thrown back into the zone. Kept onside. Sharkey down low in front. Griffin just put it too high. Two great chances this shift, both too high. They're coming back again. Griffin walks in. Good save by Aiken. Puck behind the cage, and that one's going to be rimmed all the way down where the Wild have Colby Hudson. Here he comes. Shot just wide again. Too many men for the Wild. No penalty on that one, though. A break for the red and green after a couple back and forth chances, Reed.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Andy Thompson. That puck was coming around the boards, and he was busy checking where his guy was on the ice, and unfortunately he just gets caught there. Puck goes right past him, leads Colby Hudson to a breakaway, but he shoots it wide. I mean, you're looking for a shot. You got pressure coming from the left side. What more can you ask for?
Pierce will send that one down 200 feet, the length for icing. And he'll have to stay on as he was attempting to get off, put a little too much on it. Here is the Wild are going to send out their top line, trying to get back into the game. Long shot, good block, rebound. McEachran keeps it alive. Turning a fire is Hudson. That one hits a body, goes wide. Bradley tracks it into the corner. Will Murphy down low. Tompkins. Now the Knights, Andy Thompson. Can't get it out. Connor Pierce rims it around. This is the Harper line out with the two APs from Eastern Express, Walsh and Murnion. Connor Pierce looks for Murnion. He can't corral it in time. That'll go down the length of the ice, but not quite enough as no icing is called. The Knights will get some fresh bodies on finally as that group on was some tired. Finn Morris. He'll pick up some speed. He's going to go in on McEachran. Backhander down low on Aiken, but a penalty on the play. As Cregan Tompkins and Owen McPherson are now going to get into it after the whistle. Didn't look like much, but Cregan didn't like whatever Owen did and went right after. 22 for the Knights.
Yeah, I mean, come on, this is bound to happen. You got a feisty Wild group coming into Charlottetown here. Tompkins is just causing more commotion after the whistle, is not getting himself any further here.
Yeah, stepped on the skate of McPherson, and he's still not going to the box.
Not sure why he doesn't think he's in trouble, but
the linesman thinks he does, and he will.
I mean, come on, you're the tallest guy in the group. You're the easiest to pick out in the corner. You're in there. You're grabbing a hold of guys. You're slashing people's sticks and shooting them across the ice. I mean, come on, how do you go to the bench after that?
Cregan Tompkins, 6'3", 195 pounds. 6 goals, 8 assists for 14 points on the year. It was originally going to be a Knights power play, Reed. Be interesting to see what happens, though, after this Tompkins and McPherson.
Yeah, we'll sit this out and let the refs discuss it, and then obviously we'll see the numbers go up on the board, and we'll talk about what may happen in terms of game plans here, because that was a busy scrum in the corner. A lot's happening.
So a packed out crowd here today at the McLaughlin Arena for the Knights and Wild. Really great to see, Reed, as a bunch of minor hockey teams coming together to pinch in and make Christmas a lot better for a lot of different kids around the island. And we can't thank you enough from the Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights organization for everyone's help and kindness this afternoon. We really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get a Knights win out of it.
I'm sure all the Knights parents will be really hoping for a Knights W for a good Christmas present here to end the weekend off.
The last Knights home game before the Christmas break. So it looks like Tompkins will definitely be heading to the box. Interference is the call. And then head contact as well. So McPherson will head to the box for head contact. Tompkins will head to the box to head contact. But Tompkins will also go for interference.
So Wild will pick up the extra one here.
And Dixon just went into the box. He gets another penalty.
I'm not sure. This might be a serve though, Luke.
It could be. Oh no, the original penalty call was on Ethan Dixon behind the play for interference. Tompkins picks up the extra for head contact, as does McPherson, but he's resilient to go into the box.
So I think that means McPherson and Tompkins will come out on a whistle then.
I believe so. Both penalties happen at the same time, same play. Luke Beck trying to plead his case, but doubt it will make a difference as he calls both officials over. He'll have a chat with them.
I mean, if you're a coach, you got to clear things out of the air, and he's just looking for what's going on in the corner and who's guilty and who's not.
Got to stick up for your player.
I mean, Coach Beck's a great coach. He's know what he's doing. He treats his boys well, so certainly looking out for them. But those duties come with being a coach, and he just does them a lot fantastic, a lot better than others.
So Tompkins and McPherson get coincidental for head contact. Dixon gets an interference call, and the Knights get a power play. Morris down low, looks for McDonald, back to Morris. Finn's out here with Carson Griffin, who unloads a shot. That one's blocked by Arsenault. Murphy doing a great job to back check. Get the stick up. Cross ice, McDonald to Morris, to Griffin, back to Finn Morris, to Jonah McDonald. Inside to Brennan Murphy, couldn't get that one on. Finn Morris will pinch, keep it in only momentarily. As the Wild eventually get it out, McDonald will throw it back into his own end out of harm's way. Doesn't want to force anything up right out of the blue, and Lee do an odd man rush the other way back. Wild playing a 3-1 neutral zone right now, and it momentarily worked. Now here comes Murphy, shot, and a good save by Aiken. He'll hold on for the whistle, and Dawson Sharkey will have a chat with Isaac Arsenault.
Great shift from Brennan Murphy. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Brennan Murphy's just defense focused. He's a two-way forward. You really see it come out there on that shift. You know, he kept the puck in the zone when others thought that might have left.
Good save by Aiken. That'll do him for his 8th of the year. 8th of the night, excuse me, not year. Aiken coming into this game is 1-7 with a .523 goals against and an .873 save percentage. His lone win coming against the Knights last time they were here. Jonah McDonald crosses the blue line. Cam Taylor blows a tire. McDonald tries to strike. Clark Allen misses with a wild hit. Sharkey down low. Now Brennan Murphy. Jonah McDonald. Brennan Murphy gets taken down. No penalty there. Still pinned up against the wall. Great job. Knights trying to break it out. Bouncing around. Eventually Jonah McDonald's going to lay it up to Justin Smith. He'll look cross ice. Justin Smith to Carson Griffin. Griffin tries to lay in a shot. That one hops over the stick of Smith and out of the zone. Wild are going to get to change Matt McDonald. Well, that's the only one Wild member that will be able to get off. Jonah McDonald takes a spill, looks for an official's arm. Doesn't get one. 7 seconds left to go on this Ethan Dixon minor for interference, and the Wild kill it off. Long shot in, good stick save, rebound. Carson McKenzie couldn't settle it down in time. Puck sitting there, McKenzie again, shot, just misses wide. This 07 line of McGuigan, McKenzie, and Dwyer really doing a great job to create some chances. Rink wide pass. Here comes Ryan Dwyer. Battle of the Dwyers again here. Jack is on Kensington and brother Ryan is on the Knights. The Wild with Carson McDougall. Shot, can't get through. Good job though by the Knights' Nathan Mossy to get it out of the zone and give his team a chance to change some bodies and to regroup. Carson McKenzie comes off, and on comes Thatcher Hughes sneaking behind the defense. Here's Thatcher Hughes, he has one today. Looking for another, stops up, waits for help, tries to dish one off to McGuigan. Can't do so. A heads-up play by Hughes, realizing that he wasn't going to be able to burn his man on that rush. Wild down low, Carson McDougall. Finn Morris is there. Thatcher Hughes is back trying to help. And Thatcher Hughes gets it. Try to go off the boards, blocked though, so we'll have to go around the other way where Ryan Harper is. Seamus McEachran's on him. Ryan Harper trying to break it free. Wild doing a good job of stopping that. Harper still can't get it out. Finn Morris now. Eventually, the Knights are able to cross the blue line, but still don't have possession. McGuigan will be able to go for a line change. Here comes Thatcher Hughes. In on Aiken, looks cross ice. Harper can't settle that one down in time. Brian Zhang will try to move it up to Dixon. Eventually too hot to handle for the Wild captain. Finn Morris will come back. One of the top distributors on this Knights team. Finn hasn't had a goal yet this year, but he has 11 assists on the blue line. The 05 defenseman.
Yeah, if you're looking for a defenseman to get the puck around the zone, Finn Morris is certainly the guy. Like you said, 11 assists. It certainly shows up for him. Helps him with a little bit of insurance on confidence there, Luke.
Jackson Batchelder to Justin Smith. Knights will tap up, but the official's calling offside, even though the Knights went on to the bench. So not sure how that works out, but here comes Seamus McEachran. Cutting inside, Jackson Batchelder will stand him up, and he'll chip it out, and here comes the Knights. In on a 2-on-1. Murnion with Murphy. Shot high, blocker saved by Aiken up into the netting as the AP was looking for his first goal.
Yeah, talking about confidence from the APs here. You're on a 2-on-1 with the captain, and I mean, nothing says confidence like looking off your captain for a shot on Rylan Aiken. So you love to see that confidence from, like I said, the blue helmets here for the Knights.
That was a good shot too, right where he wanted it, top blocker, but Aiken out of nowhere threw the old V9 blocker up and pushed it into the netting. Andy Thompson, he'll unload one and rim it around. Carson Griffin's in on the pinch. Eventually, Dawson Sharkey's the one who gets it. Sharkey will curl, shoot, good blocker saved by Aiken. Gave Sharkey all the time in the world there, Reed.
Yeah, you hear the kids down in the tunnel later. One, a snipe from Sharkey. He's trying to deliver. He's got a few shots this period.
Now, and he fans on it. Rebound, Aiken has it, and he'll cover up. Speak of the devil, Dawson Sharkey. He gets another couple whacks at it there, but still can't put one behind Aiken.
Yeah, some good efforts from 21 in black and gold so far this game. He's playing really good. But the net front presence after the whistle, the scrums they're definitely showing up with the Island rivals, and it's bound to happen.
Shots now 15-6 for the Knights. Only 2 shots this period on goal. Here comes Pierce. Shot goes wide. Ryder Howitt's there. Eddie Doyle is 2. McDougall will one-touch that one down and into the zone. Carson Griffin has it now. Off the glass and out. Down back to Hudson Bradley. He'll rim it around. Looking for Carson Griffin at the blue line. Jordan Shaw pinches and he'll keep it in for the Wild. Finn Morris is back there. That one goes in through the stick of Pierce. Good job though. Wild still have it. Cam Taylor. Bradley's without a stick. Eventually he regains it. Scary moment there. Carson Griffin holding up Cam Taylor. Big blast and a better block by the Knights. Now Connor Pierce with it. Griffin wants it. He gets it. Carson Griffin to McDonald. Cross ice, scores!
There it is, Luke. 21.
Dawson Sharkey rips one in on Aiken on a beauty of a play. Griffin wanted it. He got it. Gave it to McDonald. And he finds Sharkey, and the Sharkey finds the back of the cage.
There's the boys showing up there, Luke. Those older boys are certainly showing up for Evan Nicholson and Ross Campbell. They're putting in a lot of effort today. 2-0 lead now.
The Knights using everybody on the 20-man roster this afternoon. And here's another, Owen McPherson. He has it down low. Cregan Tompkins is there, and he'll throw a body towards McPherson. Cross ice feed, no one home. Dixon's in a foot race with Batchelder. Batchelder will get there first. Good job to shadow off the Wild captain, and he'll try to float one up to McPherson. Owen doesn't see it though. Dustin Smith. He'll go back for it. Dustin Smith.
14, Carson Griffin. Time of the goal, 12:18.
To Thatcher Hughes. Hughes looks cross ice. That was behind Murphy though, and here comes the Wild. Colby Hudson. He'll stop up, try to put one in front. Good job by the Knights, and a great job by Thatcher Hughes to use that extra long Sherwood stick to knock the puck out of the zone. Smith and Dixon, former teammates, fighting for it. Eventually the Knights and Smith win. Thatcher Hughes puts it through the stick of Cam Taylor, but he'll throw Hughes to the ice. Andy Thompson now at the red line. Looks for his man, can't find it. A bunch of Wild sweaters on the right-sided glass will prevent that. Andy Thompson with it again. He has a second try. He'll flip one up, tries to get it out, goes right into the netting and into the stands for a lucky fan. Well, the face-off back inside of the Knights zone with 5:57 left to go in period 2, Reed. It's flown by.
Big stand-up hit there from Will Murphy at the line. Thatcher Hughes just trying to get past him. I think his edge caught the ice and made the hit look a little bigger than it should have been, but, you know, Will Murphy, that 6'3" body, he's doing what he's supposed to for the Wild.
Knights try to break out, can't do so. Cam Taylor's in the way. Eddie Doyle's on the point with him. The two left-handed defensemen on a line for the Wild in this one. Andy Thompson, Nathan Mossy. Mossy is having another good game so far today. And here comes Caden McGuigan. Quick shot, good pad save. Aiken rebound, put back on him by his own defenseman. And Ryland had to be quick with that one. Andy Thompson, long shot, good blocker save. Dwyer's in the corner. Now Andy Thompson again. Down low. Ryan Dwyer will let it go. Thought McGuigan was there, he wasn't. Ryan Dwyer again. He'll take a hit from Clark Allen. Ryan Dwyer. Carson McKenzie. Ryan Dwyer. Down low in front. McGuigan couldn't get a stick to it. He was held up nicely, and now it's a foot race. Jack Dwyer, Andy Thompson will beat him to it. He'll turn and fire, and he'll find his D-man, Mossy. Nathan Mossy. He'll go in towards the goal on Aiken. Mossy, short side rebound. Griffin, it wouldn't go. Aiken had it covered. And Griffin, unlucky again on the chance read.
More business around the net, too, afterwards. Jonah McDonald, he's stirring the pot here, setting the tone for the Charlottetown Knights. I mean, come on. We talk about the Dwyer brothers. We did see a lengthy shift there from the both of them on the ice at the same time, and we almost saw the Knights prevail to make them go up 1-0 on the shifts, but here we are. 20-7 in shots for the Knights, Luke.
Definitely throwing more rubber at the net are the Knights. They've been in the zone longer, and there's a penalty by Carson McDougall. So Hudson Bradley will head to the bench. Connor Pierce will low one on. Tip save by Aiken. A good glove save by the 06 netminder. And 106 will make a save, and an 05 will go to the box in Carson McDougall.
Second interference penalty for the game here for the Wild. 4 minute.
So a 4 minute
must have been head contact then.
To Carson McDougall, I'd say so.
Well, you could fair as interference or head contact, but obviously hands up or body to body. Wild aren't very smart here when it comes to physicality.
Here comes the Knights. Carson Griffin to Jonah McDonald. Throws one on. Carson Griffin with it again.
That's a blow to the penalty kill there, Luke. Ryder Howitt loses his stick, has to sub out for Matt McDonald.
Long shot in on Bradley. As Shaw's going 1-on-3 with the Knights, and he's holding it in. Great job by Jordan Shaw. Look at that. 1-on-3, and he's just holding it up against the boards. Eventually the Knights break out with it. Jonah McDonald gets it poked away at the line, and Knights are going to have to go again. Carson Griffin said he's had enough, and Ryan Dwyer will head on. Jonah McDonald throws one in deep. Knights stay onside. McDonald with it again. He's looking for help. Too far away was Andy Thompson. McDonald again, still can't move it over, and Andy Thompson's going to have to come back as Jonah McDonald takes a shot while he's down from Matt McDonald. Brennan Murphy crosses the blue line. McDonald takes a wild swing at him, leaves him wide open, and Murphy couldn't get the tip that he wanted to on Aiken. Now Jonah will rim it down. Owen McPherson's there. He gets his stick lifted, but Ryan Dwyer's there to back him up. Dwyer to Thompson. Andy Thompson to Ryan. Down low. Dwyer with it again to Andy Thompson on the QB position in this power play. He'll throw a shot in looking for the stick of McPherson, but a wild one got there first. Now here's Ryan Dwyer, shot up high, good save by Aiken, and he has it again. Dwyer inside, McKenzie couldn't get enough on it. McPherson behind the net. He's gonna look around, try to find a cross-ice seam. Ryan Dwyer was covered, now back down to Owen McPherson, back to Dwyer. Dwyer cross-ice to Andy Thompson. Back to Ryan Dwyer on the offside. He'll shoot, can't get it off. Carson McKenzie will bring it back to Ryan Dwyer. 1:30 left to go in this man advantage for the Knights. Dwyer shoots off the bar, and the net comes off, and the whistle goes with 1:33 left to go on the Knights man advantage. A great shift for Unit 2, Reed.
Yeah, lots of diversity when it comes to rookies and vets here on the power play, Luke. I mean, you get a 4-minute power play. Might as well test some guys out. You're up by 2, and what's the worst that can happen? You score a goal and bring a little bit of confidence to the rookies.
Brendan Murphy, Carson Griffin, Dawson Sharkey, Jonah McDonald, Justin Smith back out for the remaining 1:30 on this man advantage. Griffin down low, finds Sharkey, backhander right into Aiken, and he'll cover up, and we'll have another face-off to his glove hand side. That'll be good for Ryland's 21st save of the afternoon. Brennan Murphy on the draw, the two captains, and the wild one wins it. Jack Rowell, fans on it, and in comes Sharkey to pick up on the loose change. Brennan Murphy down low, Luke Inman gives it right back to Dawson Sharkey. Sharkey to McDonald. He'll find Smith, keeps it on, but wasn't sure, so he pulled it back just to be safe. Carson Griffin pressured by 3 wild jerseys, so Jonah McDonald will go back, and he'll hand it off to Justin Smith. He has a lane. Back to McDonald. McDonald chips it in, and he'll let Murphy go and get it. Brennan Murphy finds one behind the net. He loops one up. Now Smith at the point. Throws a shot on. That one's blocked by Jack Rowell. He was looking for the stick of Dawson. Sharkey, and a hit from behind will result in another Knights power play. Ethan Dixon yelling at the officials. He's yelling at the wrong one, Reed. He's yelling at the one with the arm that stayed down.
Yeah, and Dawson Sharkey wants to stand up for his teammate there. That is not a cool play. Griffin's in some pain on the bench, and we don't like to see plays like that, but it will result in another power play for the Knights. And I mean, that's you pay the price whenever you make stupid plays here, Luke.
Well, this is not good for the Knights. Already out Nicholson and Campbell, maybe now Griffin. Not good at all.
Griffin is getting attention down there. Looking like a shoulder, might be in some pain there, exercising it out.
Now the Knights aren't able to keep it in. McEachran will fire it down. Hudson Bradley will get to it. 10 seconds remaining on the McDougall double minor. Andy Thompson will overskate it, and he'll wait to find a lane. He'll hold up behind his own net. 30 seconds now left to go. Andy Thompson crosses the red line. Now the blue. Still Andy. Drops it to Jonah McDonald. He'll throw it down low. Owen McPherson looking for Thompson. He gets him. Andy's going to drop it back to McDonald. McDonald will curl, and he'll try to force one over to Andy, but he's pinned up by 2 wild players. Owen McPherson's in there. He'll throw it down low. Dawson Sharkey pressuring Will Murphy, who tries to rim. Clark Glenn eventually just squeezes it out. And with 5 seconds left, Andy will be content to throw one in on Rylan Aiken. So as the second period comes to an end, the Knights find themselves up 2-0 to the Wild, Reed.
Yeah, seeing the play start to ramp up here. It's getting a little bit more chippy. That's what we like to see here. Entertain us on a Saturday afternoon.
So Knights 2, Wild 0. Still 58 seconds left of power play time when we come back. We'll see you for the third. Well, folks, welcome back to third period action between the Knights and the Wild for a Saturday afternoon matinee between the Highlands 2, IMU18 HL teams. It's 2-0 Knights after 2. Knights scoring a period per goal right now, but the breaking news coming into the final frame is the Knights will be without second-year forward Carson Griffin for the remainder of the game, out with an AC joint injury, same as Evan Nicholson. So both 06 left-handed forwards for the two top lines for this Knights team are out. So the Knights definitely have some work to do. Still 20 miles left to go, Reed, between the Knights and the Wild.
Let's pedal here and maybe pot some more. They need some insurance. Like when they get these guys out of the lineup, they really got to do some work early and give themselves a good lead.
Long shot, Thompson tip, just went wide. Knights are starting on the power play. They got 25 seconds left, but the Wild have the puck now. It's dumped in by McEachran. Knights gonna go again with Andy Thompson. Owen McPherson filling in for Carson Griffin on this first power play unit. Here's Dawson Sharkey looking for the skate of Murphy. Just went wide.
Benyer got through and in.
McDonald. Thompson wants it up top. And here comes the Wild. Cregan Tompkins coming right off the bench. In on Bradley. Shot. Good save. Bradley right into the glove. And Huddy holds on.
A little bit of a scrum here in the corner.
And Tompkins is going to go at it again. Every scrum that we've seen tonight has been with number 11 of the Wild.
I mean, he's the main instigator. I mean, obviously no hate to Cregan Tompkins, but you're starting stuff like that. I mean, you just come out of the box and, I mean, you had a chance on net. You didn't score. Just be happy with it and skate away. But, I mean, he'd rather start stuff.
Cregan Tompkins knows how big he is, knows that he can use his size to his advantage against the smaller Knights players, and that's what he's been doing.
Big gap on the board in terms of shots, Luke. Last period we saw 17-3 for the Charlottetown Knights. Just absurd the amount of rubber going towards the Wild, and that kind of crazy that Wild couldn't even notch 5 going the other way.
Makes you feel like we're back playing against the Wild last season when the territory zoning wasn't a thing. Here comes Ryan Dwyer. He gets that one stick checked. Eddie Doyle has it. He'll lay one off of McGuigan's stick and he'll stay in the zone momentarily though, and Mossy will have to loop back forward at the blue line. Mossy tries to find McGuigan. That rolls off his twig. Inman down low. Good stick check though by Ryan Dwyer. Tries to find Mossy up top. Instead, Tompkins comes and intercepts. Tries to go around Mossy, and Tompkins will throw him to the ice like it's nothing. It's like a man among boys here tonight, Reed.
Yeah, I mean, Mossy still stopped the play going the other way. That's all you can ask for. So he's the one coming out on top with the advantage. The puck's in the Wild zone.
Aiken will give a tap to Harper on his way back to the draw. Line's getting shifted up with the absence of Carson Griffin. It's going to be Rowan Walsh with Thatcher Hughes and Ryan Harper. Rowan Walsh will take the draw. He'll win it. Hughes. Now Harper. Throws it down low to Hughes. Thatcher Hughes. He'll curl up and stop. Looks for an outlet out in front, but that's blocked off well by the Wild. Harper lays a man out. Hughes falls to the ice. Rowell tries to rim. Harper intercepts. Long shot, tip, good save. Aiken rebounds there. Knights have it. Rowan Walsh. Nathan Mossy at the point. Shot, good save. We saw him score a goal from the point last night on a slap shot. Luke Inman will rim that one around. He'll find Rowell, who will find Carson McDougall. He loses it on his feet, and Rowell will have to regroup. Now Inman looks rink wide. Mossy is there to block off the pass to Howitt, and he'll chip it up to Jonah McDonald. 2-on-2 with Rowan Walsh. Jonah McDonald Drops it to Walsh. Shot, or Murnion, excuse me. That was another good opportunity for Murnion. Oh, an elbow to the head of McDonald.
Not sure where the call is on that, Luke.
No call, and McDonald's going to go to the bench.
I mean, we've seen head contacts being held out or handed out tonight, sorry, and I'm just not sure where the call was on that one. That one was just about as blatant as the others.
Now Sharkey takes a run at a man, McEachran, and they'll throw him to the ice. Now Murnion. He turns it over. Here comes the Wild. McDonald shot. Bradley save, rebound, got that one. The next one, the other one, rebound, finally. The Wild on the 5th attempt. Hammer one home, it was Isaac Arsenault. And it's another scrum.
As we see a couple of the bottom liners for the Wild here get into a scrum after the goal. It seems to be the trending occurrences here in this game. Scrums after any player around the net. And Wild come out on top of this one as they get their first of the afternoon, Luke. It's the bottom liners getting that one.
So Wild on their 10th shot. Only 3 registered shots on that attempt, but I saw at least 5 go into the pad of Hudson Bradley, and Isaac Arsenault gets his 3rd of the year, his 5th point of the year in 17 games played.
That one will be assisted by Clark Allen and Matt McDonald there.
And now the Knights are shorthanded. So not what you want to see. Dawson Sharkey's going to sit for 2 now. And this really isn't good for the Knights. You get scored on and then you take a not needed penalty after the whistle.
Yeah, I mean, they just end up on the wrong side of the scoreboard there, as you said. Goal and a not needed penalty, and they're just given a chance for the Wild to hop back in and tie this game up.
Dixon, low shot off the bar and up back to the point where Doyle is. Long shot, good save. McEachran has the rebound. Seamus McEachran to Cregan Tompkins. Good block there. There's multiple Knights in the lane. Now Dixon, shot, that one went wide. It's going to go around and all the way back into the Wild zone. Ethan Dixon doing the Knights a favor. He has it again, though. Another long shot. Bradley will steer that one controllably into the corner. Carson McKenzie's going to race for it. He'll eventually let Eddie Doyle have it and let him drift back into his own end. 50 seconds remaining now on the Wild man advantage on the attempt to tie it up. Ryan Dwyer will fire that one down, but eventually the face-off will have to come back into the Knights' end.
Wild are starting to get the shots going again. I mean, like we said, 17-3 in the last period. You almost just got to start hurling them from any spot on the ice if you want to get something going, but it worked there. They jammed it and got a goal, so let's see what happens here in the rest of the power play.
Well, a good Knights power play so far, though, keeping most things outside of the home plate area. And
They're gonna go down by 2 here.
Knights penalty, so it'll be a 5-on-3 for 29 seconds as a slashing call on the play results in a Wild 5-on-3 power play. Not what you want to see at all if you are the Knights coaching staff, as Andy Thompson will head to the box. Really just opening up the floodgates here, Reed, are the officials with all the penalties late in this hockey game now in the 3rd period.
Yeah, we're seeing the arm go up in the air quite a lot this afternoon. I mean,
here's a turnover. Tompkins back door! Fanning on it was Eddie Doyle. Tompkins has it again. Losing his stick was Justin Smith. Good job by Finn Morris to throw it back to him. Seamus McEachran to Ethan Dixon. Now Dixon on the one-timer side. Down low. Tompkins back door. Hudson couldn't get a handle on it. McEachran. Sharkey's out of the box. 1:30 left to go on the Andy Thompson penalty. Knights are going to try to pinch more now, and here comes Brennan Murphy taken down. No penalty on the play, and the Wild are going to come back. Ethan Dixon, Colby Hudson, he can't get to it again. McDonald will get it. McDonald's going to go rink wide to Finn Morris, and he'll tell Finn to take it. Finn Morris tries to lay one in, puts it in on Aiken. An early whistle by the official. Aiken didn't even have his glove over it, but not a fan of that, and the faceoff's going to be back in the Wild zone.
This official job is starting to look a little bit lopsided. I'm not sure why there wasn't a call coming out of the zone there. I mean, we seen the trip, and we got 50 people sitting in front of us. I mean, if you're on the ice and you can't see that, I don't know what you're looking for out there.
Jonah McDonald, Owen McPherson, Connor Pierce, and Nathan Mossy are going to be out for the remaining minute on the penalty kill. Mossy, they got a high forward in Matt McDonald. Ryder Howitt's coming up with it now. Pierce thinks about pinching, eventually holds back, gets a good stick in on Howitt, no penalty on the play. Pierce will rim that one around hard, trying to hop it over the stick of Murphy, but he'll settle it down. Down low, Matt McDonald. Cam Taylor, down low again. Shaw looking for McDonald. No one home for the Wild. McDonald's going to turn and fire and now hop out of the zone. McPherson will pressure that, trying to poke it along. Eventually the Wild will maintain control. Ben Moore takes a run at his man. Now Cam Taylor. And finally a penalty in favor of the Knights. And the Knights are going to tap their stick on the boards as they salute the official and salute Matt McDonald on his way to the box.
I think the player that's most happy with that call is Finn Morris. He seemed to be getting pretty loud there around center ice, so he's hyped up. They want to get one here. 15 seconds for 4-on-4, and then it's all up to the Knights to try and capitalize on the power play and get that insurance marker back.
Well, I know that we've said this a lot, but this is right where you're missing Evan Nicholson and Ross Campbell, because you know that those two would be on the ice for this O-zone 4-on-4 draw. Ryan Dwyer doing a good job filling in. Down low, Carson McKenzie. Luke Beck's going to go with the 2-0-7 forwards. McKenzie cuts to the middle, cuts back outside. Nathan Mossy. He has his D partner Finn Morris out there now. Knights are on a power play.
Knights are doing a good job of just holding the puck into the zone until they can get that extra man.
Caden McGuigan comes on. Man advantage now for the white and gold. McGuigan down low. All three Knights forwards are in there trying to get it. Eventually they do. Finn Morris, two right-handed defense on the power play. Interesting to see what happens when they get onto the man advantage. Aiken will hold a high shot into the glove, and we'll have a face-off with the .16 left to go to the Knights man advantage and the Matt McDonald minor penalty.
The unit here is Dawson Sharkey, Brennan Murphy, and Owen McPherson up front. McDonald on the point with Andrew Thompson. We'll see what they can get going here.
So McPherson still filling in for Carson Griffin. McPherson will move down low, and Andy Thompson now has it up high. Now Jonah McDonald down low to Sharkey. He'll try cross ice feed. That doesn't work. Andy Thompson will have to hustle. Good keep by Andy. Brennan Murphy to Thompson. Murphy on the half wall instead in the slot where he usually is. Andy Thompson. Long shot looking for a tip. Can't get it. Sharkey up top. Back down low to Sharkey. Will Murphy's going to be the first one to it. Knights are pinching for it. Eventually it falls out of the play. Knights coming back with it again. Andy Thompson, the usual suspect on the Knights power play to be the quarterback. Him and Justin Smith have been rotating it along with Finn Morris usually. And McDonald, shot looking for a tip. Rebound, scores! There it is! Dawson Sharkey gets the goal. And the Knights get the insurance marker. They're up 3-1.
That's Sharkey's second of the game. He's loving the filled barn here, Luke. He's just friggin' potting them into the net.
Looks like he stole that celebration from Jude Campbell.
That looks like a Jude Campbell-esque celebration there.
Giving the big hype up to the crowd. Jude's Rimouski teammate Luke Coughlin, former Knight, scored the other night on a beauty. High glove side snipe on Charles-Edouard Gravel and the Armada. Now here comes Rowan Walsh, cross ice pass, can't find his man. And the Knights are going to regroup. So the Knights convert on the power play. They're now 1 for 4 on the afternoon. For 25%.
Scored by number 21, Dawson.
Connor Pierce rims it around. Thatcher Hughes is there. Knights are doing a great job trying to keep everything outside of that home plate area. As you heard, PA announcer Sean McLaughlin in there with Aidan McLaughlin on the scene for the music this afternoon. Announced that one. It was Sharkey from McDonald on the power play.
That's McDonald's second of the afternoon in terms of assists, and Sharkey's second in terms of goals. Those two are just fire together.
So Sharkey with that one. We all know that he's a definite goal scorer. That'll be Shark's 15th of the year in 18 games played. So forget a point per game. He's easing in on a goal per game for 21 on the Knights. As shots are now 31 to 13. The Wild aren't helping out their goalie much this afternoon, Reed.
No, those shots are just starting to pile right back up again. They found their momentum and they're right back to their shooting ways.
Wild control off the draw. Nathan Mossy now. Turns it over to Cregan Thompson. He'll go cross ice, wide open. Dixon, good pad save by Bradley. Dixon was looking 5-hole. Huddy's stick was there. Mossy will dump it in, high stick on the play, and either way there'll be a face-off inside the zone to the right of Rylan Aiken.
A little bit of an early end to the shift there for Ethan Dixon. Go and tie on the net guard, get right back out there. The leading force for the Kensington Wild. He's going to get a lot of minutes heading into these last 9, Muchie.
Sure thing, him and Ryder Howitt will be just bagging the minutes. Ryan Dwyer will turn and fire. No one's home for the Knights though, so that will allow the Wild to break out. Colby Hudson, Andy Thompson doing a great job to just out-muscle number 18 on the Wild. Ryan Dwyer now with a shot, bad angle, but caused a little bit of trouble for Aiken, who wasn't able to hold the rebound. Now Ethan Dixon crosses the blue line, lays it off to Hudson. He'll go and shovel that one in deep. Seamus McEachran down low. Ethan Dixon out in front. That one wasn't able to be put on goal. As Jackson Batchelder lays it off, Cregan Tompkins tries to take a run but didn't realize that it was Caden McGuigan, and nothing really happened. Now here comes the Knights. Carson McKenzie will pick up the loose puck, and it'll be a 2-on-1. McKenzie and Dwyer. McKenzie stops. He'll hold up, wait for help, finds the late man McDonald, but can't throw it on his stick, and McKenzie will head off for a change. Disappointed in the way that that play turned out, Reed.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the zone, you got momentum, 2-on-1, and then just stopping and looking for the trailing guy. I mean, if I was Jonah McDonald, I really wouldn't be expecting that pass, but you got to be ready for anything at this level, I guess. Wild
in with it into their own corner. It was Will Murphy, who tried to flip that one out. Aiken will slow it down, and Will Murphy will be back again for it. Take 2, and he fails again that time. 0 for 2 on this shift in terms of breakout passes. Now it's Murnion. Knights still with it down low, doing a great job. They try to keep moving it around. Sharkey barely holds it in to Pierce. He unloads a shot, and that one gets tipped and goes wide. Be something if Connor Pierce scored this afternoon against his former team. But instead it's a breakaway. No, it's not. Puck hops over the stick of Dixon. Hudson Bradley tries to rim it around, can't do so. Connor Pierce was with the Wild in his first year of eligibility. Then they cut him the second year. A shock to most, but new coaches wanted to go young with the team. Turnover, good save by Aiken. Dawson Sharkey, another former Wild member, switched over to the Knights this year, as did Justin Smith. Now here comes the Wild. Isaac Arsenault collides with his own man, and he'll take a spill. Finn Morris in the corner with it. Moves it up, Jonah McDonald. Now looks up ice, Owen McPherson. He'll go by Thatcher Hughes, and he'll enter the zone, and he'll look for a shot. Instead, he looks for a pass. Can't find Mossy with it. Up top, Finn Morris. Lays one off to Nathan Mossy. Long shot, and that one goes wide, and it'll head all the way back to Finn Morris. Finn Morris again. Off the boards and out. Finn Morris can't get it through the feet of McDougall, and he'll body out Finn down low. Pass out in front, shot. That one just went wide. Jack Rowell couldn't get everything on that one. Now the Knights are going to try to break out again. Here they are. Owen McPherson pressured well, though. Run into the boards by Ryder Howitt. McPherson will elect to dump it in and out of the glove of Aiken and onto the stick of Luke Inman. Goes down the ice, no icing as the puck ran out of steam. Owen McPherson with it again, getting lots of touches without Campbell and Nicholson this game, Reed.
Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to get through the rest of this game. As we said, Griffin getting stuffed out of the lineup after the second period with that injury to the shoulder. I mean, you're already missing those top two guys like we've been saying all day, and it's tough for the Knights, but they're making do right now.
Here comes Will Murphy. Drops it to Seamus McEachran. Didn't like what he saw, so he'll regroup and move up again. Bradley will steer that one into the corner. Tompkins. He's there, tries to use the big frame of his body, but he can't muscle out the puck in this scenario. He has it again, though. Sidesteps Carson McKenzie. Then Cade McGuigan will take a couple runs at him, and they'll go back and forth. No penalties on the call. Turnover here. Wild and Dixon shot. Good block by McKenzie. He's stung up after that one. That one definitely hurt. Number 10 for the Knights.
Great job by McKenzie just clogging up that lane, though. You'll have to see that.
Cregan Tompkins takes another run. This time it's at Andy Thompson.
Yeah, I bet Evan Nicholson's just chomping at the bit here watching these
Here's a turnover
scrums.
shot. McDonald just hammers it over the cage. Rebound hops over the stick of Dawson Sharkey. Harper tries to bring it in, can't do so. Dixon now has it for the Wild. Crosses it over, shot by Hudson. Right into the glove of another Hudson. This time it was Hudson Bradley, though, and he'll cover up.
Yeah, like I was saying, Nicholson's likely just chomping at the bit here, seeing these scrums with Cregan Tompkins involved. We did see last year he did end up getting in a spirited bout with him, and Tompkins ended up walking away with one less tooth, so might be a good thing that Evan's not in the lineup tonight.
Evan and Ross both no strangers to getting into it. Ross Campbell got suspended for a lot of games last year, but here's the Knights. Good save, Aiken. And another whistle whenever the puck is loose, blatantly loose. We're getting really early on the whistles here. Aiken had it, dropped it, passed it, and then the whistle went.
Yeah, they're quick to the jump on the whistle here, like you said. I'm not sure they're just thinking that there's no play that can come out of if you have the puck. I mean, you're not covering it every time. Rowan tried to pass it out, and they whistled it down.
Twice now that Aiken's had to deal with the early whistles not going in his favor. Going to give the Knights a chance to really attack and just add on to this lead. Pierce with a shot. Good save, Aiken. Rebound. McDonald has it. Now Sharkey. Now McDonald. McDonald's going to look to cycle it. Down low. Harper doesn't get to it. Instead, it's Carson McDougall, and he'll go with it. Trying to cut through Connor Pierce, but Pierce, he does a good job to block him out. Ryder Howitt can't keep the puck up, and him and McDonald will get into it behind the play. On a punch right to the back of the head of McDonald. No call on the play. Harper has it now, crossing the blue line. Now the red. He'll dump it in. Aiken's out to get it first, and he'll slow it down.
Yeah, I can see the stress on McDonald there. He's involved in a lot of stuff tonight, but I certainly vulnerable there on the punch to the back of the head, like you said.
Shot there. That one's high and wide. Murphy keeps it in, and a floater towards the net. Hudson Bradley gets the pads to it. Here comes the Knights. Brennan Murphy. He is Thatcher Hughes. Now, McPherson with the shot. Rebound! No, it wouldn't go! I have no idea. That one didn't go. Turn to fire. That one gets deflected back down, and Aiken covers it up. Oh my goodness, I have no idea how Thatcher Hughes didn't bury that one, Reed.
Yeah, there was a big subsidy of twine to work with there. I don't know how he didn't pot that one, but I mean, Rylan Aikens sure must have a smile on his face knowing that he's keeping the Wild in this game right now. I mean, just look at the board, 39-18 in shots, Luke.
Well, the save percentage will be getting a bump for Rye tonight. That's for sure if this keeps up. Long shot by Morris doesn't go, and Dixon's going to break out with it. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Wild, it's crunch time for them now. Finn Morris gets it though, and he's going to turn on the Jets.
And there's Aiken to the bench.
And out, Rylan Aikens at the bench. 6 attackers on for Kensington. McEachran sets up behind the net. The Wild need 2 goals. Oh, would have loved to see a goalie goal try there. Hudson Bradley, he had the time.
I mean, wide open net at the other end. If you get the chance, why not go for it? But
up
unlucky.
by 2 as well. If it's up by 1, I could see it. But come on, Huddy, we want to see it. What a clip that would have been. Ryan Dwyer off the boards. Can't muscle it past the Wild defenseman and Seamus McEachran. Cross ice pass. Here's Dixon down low. Tompkins tries to turn and fire. Can't do so. Behind the net is number 11 for the Wild again. He goes down. No penalty on the call.
I think that was a little exaggerated. I don't think he caught him to the head there.
Well, I wasn't even sure what he was trying to sell there, but
I ain't buying it.
Won't have any of it. Ethan Dixon back again to Tompkins. He'll dump it in, and he'll go in on Nathan Mossy. Justin Smith gets there. Carson McDougall's there for the Wild. Knights try to clear it out, and they do. It's a foot race for the puck. Luke Inman, Dawson Sharkey for the hat trick. Sharkey can't get there. McKenzie instead. He blows a tire, and he isn't able to get it to Sharkey. He was looking at him, trying to get him the puck, but he toe-picked, and no extra goal so far.
Yeah, Sharkey's got the 2 already. He's looking for that hat trick, Luke.
35 seconds left to go. Eddie Doyle with it in his own end. 30 seconds now, and he'll try a long stretch pass. Here's McDougall, and he turns it over again. Knights again with it. Long shot. Justin Smith will miss the cage, and that will go the length for icing with 19 seconds and change left to go in the third.
So the extra man with Aiken on the bench remains here for the last 19 seconds. And as we said, the top guys out there, Ethan Dixon's out there, Ryder Howitt. You see Colby Hudson, Cregan Tompkins, and the 2 defensemen, Luke Inman and Eddie Doyle.
Shots 39-18 in favor of the Knights. Mossy will turn and fire off the boards. Kept in, long shot, good save by Bradley. Howitt is on the rebound. Tompkins turns, fires. Bradley got that one too. Now up top, Eddie Doyle shoots, good block. Carson McKenzie's going to try to go for it. But that's it, time runs out.
Let's just get these guys apart and home. This is not a good way to end the game. You mean you won the game, let's just get out of there, Mossy.
And the Knights win on Minor Hockey Gives Back Day. The Knights are going to try to start a new streak against the Wild as they beat the Island foes 3-1 Reed.
Yep, that's going to seal it, Luke. 3-1 wins. Going to really impress this packed out barn. A lot of people here tonight. Not sure the exact attendance, but I would really like to know.
So on behalf of myself, Luke Much, color commentator Reed McGregor, Universum Media, and the whole Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights organization, we thank you for your support today. And we'll see you after the Christmas break for a Boxing Day matinee against the Kensington Wild.
Our next home game is New Year's Eve as we take on the same Kensington Wild. Game time is